What's up, guys? It's Sam here. Back at you. I'm driving to a meeting this morning. And I wanted to talk about how much money I make. What is this person doing? Just about fucking hit them. So, the roads are a little bit slippery, so when you try, you can hear, every time you try to stop slightly quick, the ABS kicks in. But before I get into how much money you make sure you press that subscribe button and the little bell notification. That'll tell YouTube to notify you every time I post a video, son. Is that something you want? See this awesome face every day when I post a video. Okay, so now I want to talk about how much money I make, and not from the standpoint that I gotta go this way, I think. Nope, wrong way. Just went the wrong way. Not from the standpoint that I'm trying to show off by any stretch of the imagination. And I think that by the time you get to the end of the second half of the video, that will be pretty clear. So I make over 6 figures a year. And there's plenty of people who make significantly more money than that. And I'm not trying to brag about that at all. And I wanted to actually touch on that I make over 6 figures a year, and I don't even own plates in my apartment. Think about that for a second. I'm that fucking crazy that I make all that money and I don't even buy plates for my apartment. Because I have Tupperware that I use, right? Like, I have these containers I use for meal prep, so why, like, I don't understand why you need a plate. I have something that works perfectly fine. Like, why buy plates? I don't, like, why buy plates? Just, like, why make a bed? If you want to see my video on making your bed every day and the success habits, go check it out. It's on the channel. Just click on the little icon and be flexing. And it's by no stretch of the imagination has this been consistent at all. I was paying myself $500 a week a year ago running my own business. Think about that. $500 a week running my own business, and I was still saving money at $500 a week. That's like $27,000 a year or something like that. And I was saving money at that point. So it's not at all about how much money you make or I make. It's completely predicated on the mindset. Because I've been at both ends of the spectrum. Like, I get it. I understand how people can feel not making any money, or like not being able to go out and do some of the things that they want to do. Like, I get it. But those things, in my opinion, when you look at those relative to the opportunity cost of doing those things in the long run, it's just not worth it to me. It's just not worth it to me. Because I know that, like, just putting in a little bit of effort up front yields a tremendous, like, snowball effect as time goes on. Because you just keep making fractional and marginal gains. And before you know it, it's like you're doing literally anything you want to do, anytime you want to do it, however you want to do it. If you want to stay in that $1,000 a night hotel, like, cool. But quieting your mind from the influences of whatever is up there, whatever is telling you that you need more, or understanding just what's important to you, and maybe thinking like, yeah, easy for you to stay, you make over 6 figures. Well, yeah, correct. At this point, I've never made 6 figures before in my life. And it didn't matter how much I was working, I was still saving. Like paying myself $500 a week, I was still saving. Like, that's not a lot of money. Not at all. And I was still traveling every couple months because I know what's important to me, and I know how I want to live my life based on what is important to me. Once you have that objective of what is important to you, the path becomes crystal clear, right? Like, if you're on the East Coast here in the United States and you want to go to California, right, you just head west, right? The path is like, you just head west, you kind of know the direction of where you're going. If you want to go to 123 Main Street in San Diego, the path is different. And think about that for a second, right? Like, you want to go west versus this specific destination of 123 Main Street in San Diego. Like, you know exactly what roads to take to go to 123 Main Street. And maybe you don't know what roads to take in Arizona. Well, I mean, you can with Google Maps, but this is a metaphor, guys. Just stay with it, okay? But you know how to start. And that's just in life. You don't need to know steps 8, 10, 14, 96. Like, you know what to do in step 1. Like, put in the fucking action. Have that dialogue with yourself about, like, what's important in life. And then just put in the work. Literally, just a little bit of work every single day makes up a tremendous amount of difference. And when I was younger, I spent everything that I made and more. And I got myself in debt. Like, it's just what it is. Everything is a journey. So, I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time. I'd love it to see that there's other ways of living life and other ways of doing things than maybe the neighborhood or the friends that you're with. Not saying it's right or wrong, it's just different perspective. You can literally live however you want to live. Like, I don't have furniture in my apartment. I don't have any furniture in my apartment. If you watch some of these other videos and you look over my shoulder at some of them when I'm filming at home, you can see that. I just don't see a point. I just don't. Like, same thing, like buying plates. I just don't understand why that would be important. I don't own cups other than shaker cups. Like a shaker bottle, and then probably some ones that I've gotten for free. Why buy glasses? I don't know. Why buy them? I have something that works perfectly fine. Right? The only reason I bought silverware is because in the long run, it's more expensive if I use the plastic silverware that's disposable versus buying some forks and spoons and knives. Speaking of knives, I have one knife to cut things. Why? That works perfectly fine. I don't need other knives. I don't need a pruning knife and a filleting knife and a fucking knife for this and a knife for that and a chopping knife and a slicing knife and a sawing knife. Like, people are getting fancy. Why be fancy? Just fucking understand what's important to you and just do that. Anyways, appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I hope you guys create an awesome day. Like, do you. Be happy, bro. It's way better that way, in my opinion. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and press that thumbs up button. Peace.